Welcome into our CitrusTV studios for this No Pulp Webisode. Adam Avin and Adam Gotkin. In our full show, we're going to break down all things college football from this past weekend. But first, we got to look forward to next weekend in this Webisode to talk about one of the biggest storylines of the college football season. The Indiana Hoosiers, led by first-year head coach Kurt Cignetti. The Hoosiers take on the Ohio State Buckeyes next week, Adam. Maybe one of the biggest games of the season, and a lot of playoff hopes can be ruined. What do you think about that game, and what does Indiana have to do to get it done?
I think Ohio State's going to win by about 35 to 40 points, and there's absolutely nothing that Indiana can do about it.
Oh, come on.
Indiana barely beat Michigan in its last game because Michigan, like Ohio State, has good offensive and defensive lines. Outside of that, the Wolverines can't do much. Indiana hasn't played a team with a good offensive line other than Michigan. They got demolished in that game. When they play another team at that caliber in the trenches, it's not even going to be close.
But these Big Ten now conference games down the stretch are really crucial, and they're a little bit more competitive. Indiana's number 5 in the country for a reason. This is going to be a real, okay. They've won a lot of games. They're 10-0 for the first time in program history. Kurt Cignetti, if you look him up on Google, it says, "I'm a winner." That's what it says, and he is a winner. They're 10-0.
He's a winner against who? UCLA, Northwestern, Washington, Michigan State, like the worst possible teams in the Big Ten.
As much as talent is important, results are as well, and momentum carries over. You know that better than anybody, Mr. Jaden Daniels.
The momentum
right?
of barely beating a bad Michigan team definitely will carry over. I agree with you. And once again, when Indiana plays a team that is at a much higher talent level, they're going to get demolished. I mean, also, this is the first time that they have to play a real away game. They played at UCLA in an empty Rose Bowl. They played at Northwestern at the Lake, and then they played an awful Michigan State team on the road. They haven't played anything like this.
But how good has Ohio State played against the other good teams?
I mean, they beat Penn State, and they almost beat Oregon. They played really well.
Still wasn't a great game, but we're going to talk about a lot of games in the full show, so stay tuned. College football was exciting this past weekend, and we have a lot to say about it. CitrusTV YouTube for the full No Pulp show.